Welcome to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show, brought to you by the great folks at COMC, Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. And today we're talking about big brothers and big sisters. Alison Martin and Don Campbell joining us here. Thank you guys for coming by. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
You know, your organization is, pretty much everybody has heard of Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and for a good reason, because it's such a neat organization and it fills such an amazing need, in our community, but all over the country and stuff. So, Alison, how did you get involved with Big Brothers, Big Sisters?
My husband actually was a big brother.
Really?
Yeah, he was a big brother to his little for probably 9 years. His little brother was 9 years old when they met, and they were matched, and then he was with him till he graduated. He still talks to him. His little brother's 23, that he's married with a baby.
Wow.
And they still spend time together. But that's what got me attracted to the organization. I've been doing this for about 8 years now.
8 years?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
So you kind of saw how neat it was
Yes.
and the need that it was filling, wanted to be a part of
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
That's pretty cool. And Don, how about you? How did you get involved?
Ironically, one day I was going to have lunch with Scotty, and he said, "Oh, just come along. We're having a board meeting," and it seemed like a good group of people. Obviously, a great group, and I have a lot of connections to the community, and I think it's been
Oh, man.
4 years, probably going on 5 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, those years fly by, don't they?
Yes.
do.
It's kind of the older you get, the faster they go. So
Yeah.
locally, how many Big Brothers, Big Sisters do we have? How many kids have a big?
15.
15.
15.
Okay.
Yep. We've had as many as 30 before COVID, but
Wow.
yeah, we have 15 right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
so COVID kind of knocked it a bit, huh?
It did. Just
Yes.
kids moved away, volunteers moved away, and so we
Okay.
just. But
I'm in a program where I'd go have lunch with them, and that all stopped. And they still have even changed that a little bit too. We are pretty excited though. Allison's got some new leads. It's mainly just been Osage, but now Camington and Eldon. So
Really?
we've
Okay.
made some matches in Eldon already.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
How many kids? So we've got about 15 that have bigs with them. How many more need them?
Well, I just recently matched quite a few kids, thankfully. So we have about 6 kids, and then we've always got them coming in. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, somebody's out there, they're thinking, yeah, I might want to be a big brother or a big sister, but I don't know what I would do with them, right? What do big brothers do with their littles, or big sisters do with their littles?
Well, what the program I am in, we have a
It's
more
a school
traditional
program.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a school program where I literally just go have lunch with them. Really young guys, a lot of energy, and love sports. And
Yeah.
his dad's not really in the picture, and so we just talk sports. And he's got younger sisters and ice cream, whatever. So
Yes.
Do you go to the school
Yeah.
to do
I do.
this?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
School of the Osage.
Yep.
It's in the
Typically
upper
around
elementary.
lunchtime.
Yep.
So
Okay. Yeah.
And we also have a community program. And in that program, you pick your little up from their home and you just take them into the community to do things. You share your hobbies and interests. So whatever you're interested in, typically I will match you with a child that has the same interests. So you have lots of things to do together.
Right.
And that can be anywhere from a couple hours to half the day, just whatever you want and your little and family are comfortable
Right.
with.
It could be, maybe going out to lunch or going to a movie or going fishing
Yeah,
or
hit some golf
anything.
balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for a hike at Hahatonka.
something like that. Yeah. What is the coolest thing that you've seen a big do with a little? I can't believe they actually, I wish I was there for that or something
Scotty
like that.
took his little to a Chiefs game once, and he thought that because they got to go on the field and hold the flag, and that was
Wow.
really pretty cool. But gosh, I've had bigs take their littles to car shows, boat shows, they went to a concert once. Lots of really cool things.
That is pretty
Yeah.
cool. So really it's kind of whatever you can think of. I'm sure they have to run it by you guys to make sure that's all right and everything's
Yeah.
safe and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
really whatever the big kind of likes to do, if that's doable, you can do that.
Absolutely.
Huh.
And so much of the time, these kids are just so excited to get to go out and spend time even in the school with their bigs that they're just excited. They're up for anything.
Yeah.
They're not shy about telling you maybe they didn't like it, but They're definitely trying at least once.
Is it intimidating for a person like me that hasn't really dealt with young people for a long time? I'm like, man, I don't know if I could handle that. How do you get people over the intimidation of stepping in to do it?
I think, I don't have children, but I have a minor degree in psychology. But you just start, my little was kind of nervous at first. And you just, every time is a little better.
Yeah.
And you kind of get to know a little history of him and what sports he likes and, his family. We're all KU people. I went to Kansas State. We try not to hold that against each other.
Yeah, right.
And then even when the lunch program started, we would have lunch with them. And that was pretty unique because all these kids want to come figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
So
what's going on over there?
yeah,
Who's
and
that?
who are you?
Yeah.
And I'm his big brother. Well, you guys don't look alike. Well, it's a little different than that. But I felt like it helped him socially within his group just because it's cool to have somebody at lunch.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody wanted to show up and spend some
then
time and hang
suddenly
out
everybody
with me.
wants to sit over there
Yes.
at that
Right,
table.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
How
And
cool is that?
I would suggest the school program. If you're
Yeah.
nervous about it maybe or you're just unsure, it's a great place to start.
Yeah.
Because it's a controlled environment, you're meeting them there, and then once you guys get to know each other, if you want to turn it into a community program, it's very easy. Just a
take
simple
that
home
next
visit.
step.
Yep.
All right. Oh,
Yeah.
cool. All right. So
So-
we're talking with Alison Martin, Don Campbell, big brothers, big sisters here at the lake. Some interesting stuff. We've got so much more to talk about. So don't go anywhere here on the Lake TV Community Spotlight Show. Central Ozarks Medical Center, voted Missouri's best and best at the lake, is recruiting team members due to growth. Amazing employment opportunities for both medical and non-medical positions with competitive salaries and outstanding perks. For more information, go to the Careers tab at centralozarks.org. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Join a leader. Join our team. COMC, where your health is our mission. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all. We think it's hot stuff when things cool down. We spring into action when things start warming up. Of course, summer is one big, huge shootout on Lake TV. And we fall in love all over again when autumn rolls around. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all. If you love the lake, you gotta love Lake TV. Welcome back to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show, brought to you by the great folks at COMC. We're talking about big brothers, big sisters, Lake of the Ozarks. Alison Martin, Don Campbell here with us. So, are you a local girl? Did you grow up here?
I'm born and raised here.
Really?
Yep. My parents took their honeymoon here 50 years ago.
Oh.
Loved it so much that they came to stay.
They stayed.
Yeah.
Wow. How about you, Don? Are you local here, or did you come in?
I consider myself a local. I moved here in the fourth grade.
Yeah.
And I went to Camden. Was in the water ski show as a kid. Sadly, that went away. Moved to Kansas City for college, and then moved back about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and we're going to have you on a separate show to tell us some of your stories, but you helped redesign like Arrowhead Stadium, and you worked with the Hunts and all that stuff, so some really cool stories we'll get from this guy. We'll do some name dropping there, so it'll be good. So Big Brothers Big Sisters, it's a national organization,
Yes.
but you guys have your local chapter here. So do you kind of have to toe the company line? You have to do things a certain way, or do they give you a whole lot of independence in what you do?
well, actually, we're under a group, Jeff City Group.
Okay.
Yes. It
And
just
Alison's
keeps the cost
the
low.
only employee, technically.
Yeah. 'Cause-
And then we just have a board.
Yep.
And so that is kind of unique that the lake's so different that we kind of don't really fit into
Yeah.
we only have 2 fundraisers and corporate sponsors too, but we have a golf tournament and we have an event at Baxter's, and we do them back to back, and that pretty well covers everything.
Wow. When do you do that?
Our Baxter's event is always the Monday after Labor Day.
Okay.
And Tuesday, the very next day, is our golf tournament.
Okay, so you knock those right out right there.
Yep.
Yes.
And that'll kind of allows you to focus on
Yes.
what you really want to do for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the Baxter's thing? What is that event?
We call it our Baxter's Appreciation Event, and that is our major fundraiser of the year. That brings in the most of our money, and all that money stays local, and it goes right back into our matches.
Okay.
We have
So-
a silent auction
Yeah.
and dinner, and then and that kind of kicks off into the golf tournament.
Yeah.
So a lot of the same
That's
people.
at Portajima,
Yeah.
by the way.
Okay.
So it's a private course. So if you guys are interested, if you've never played there before, now's your opportunity.
How about for people like me who don't know how to hit a golf ball? Are they welcome to join?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely,
good.
yeah.
I don't want to exclude all of us nerds,
No,
that actually.
definitely.
So we kind of talked about it a little bit before about there are still some kids looking for a big brother or big sister. A lot of folks watching this that are, they really would be interested, but they're a little fearful. How do they go about getting more information of, am I really right for this or not? Who do I talk to? How do they find out?
Well, our website, Lake BBBS, BigBrothersBigSisters.org, is a great resource. It has tons of information about our program, videos, testimonials. It's great. It has all of my contact information in there. When you call that number, it comes to me. When you send an email, I'm the one who gets that.
Okay.
So
And what was that again?
it's lakeBBBS.org. Or you
Okay.
can call us 573-348-5507.
BBBS.
It's
Just
all
remember,
on the website.
Okay.
Or we have a Facebook page, like Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Okay.
So
So people mostly associate me with BS. So you just add the BBBS
that's
for
right.
you
Yes,
guys. So,
absolutely. Yeah.
a lot of broken families in this country, in this
Yes.
area. So I'm guessing what you guys do is really, really majorly important to some of these kids. I mean, life-changing important for some of these kids.
Absolutely.
Right. Is there any stories that you can share of how this has maybe changed a kid's life or really turned things around for a kid that you've seen?
Well, the lake is so different from a lot of places, and there are a lot of people on the outskirts that don't have a lot, and we seem to overlook that. We have the limelight, and I had one that he ended up moving away, but they lived in a camper.
Yeah.
With I think 4 children, and I was lining them up for Christmas for Kids with some realtors, and then the mom met someone and then moved away.
Right.
But you're just like you're trying not to pry into their life, let them tell you, but sometimes you're just like, oh my,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's kind of got to be an art form to that where you do kind of have to give them space and let them kind of bring things up and fill you in on stuff, or you're not like digging for information or something like that. Yeah.
My current little, he's really into sports and he wants to go to college, and I'm sure he'll do great. But then I said, okay, well, what are you going to do there?
Yeah.
What are you going to study? Well, I hadn't thought about that. I just like sports.
Yeah.
I want to go play sports. I'm like, well, there's more. There's a little more to it than that.
Absolutely. Well, and it's fascinating to me how, and coaching is this way, this is kind of a similar thing to coaching, but how one person in somebody's life, especially a child's life, changes the whole course and direction of what happens to them. And Big Brothers and Big Sisters has that opportunity. Okay, so we're down to our final few seconds. Again, how do people get more information on Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Our website, lakeBBBS.org, is the best place. It has my email, my phone number, 573-348-5507. You can get all of that off the website.
Okay, and that's Alison Martin, that's Don Campbell. Big Brothers, Big Sisters, they really need your help if you can do that. Get some more information and figure out if you can help them out. Thank you so much for joining us for Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show. You can see this every day at 9:02, 3:02, and 7:02 on Lake TV.